Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today, as you guys can see, I am not in my usual spot. I'm not in the nail room. I'm in my regular room, and this is just going to be a sit down and kind of like talk video where I'm sharing some tips that I wish I knew and advice that I wish I knew when I was a beginner nail tech. So if you're a beginner nail tech, this is the video for you. If you've been struggling with your work, you feel stuck, or you just need a way to grow your business and your skills, this is the video for you, so let's get right into it. My first piece of advice would be to practice. And this is something so simple. When I was a beginner, everyone was telling me just practice, practice, practice. And honestly, through practice, I was able to grow my skills a lot faster. Knowing how to properly do application and use an e-file are crucial steps. You should be utilizing these two hands that you have here and practicing on yourself. With application, when you practice it either on a swatch stick, on your clients, on a fake hand, or on your actual hand, you get a feel for where to place the beads. With the e-file, sealing the cuticle is very important, but once you master application, you'll rely on the e-file way less, and your hand file. Practicing on yourself is so beneficial because you can really see how deep you're going, and if you can use more pressure, if you should use less pressure. You can also see like if you can go up in RPM or if you should slow it down, because you feel it, so you know if it's hurting or not, and that way it helps you to not hurt your clients. Practicing just helps to improve your skills. You should be spending, like I think I was spending maybe an hour or two every day in my nail room downstairs working on different designs that I might have found challenging. If a client asked me to do a set and I did do it and I didn't like the way it looked, I would make a mental note of that, and then I would go back and practice it on my own so that if the next client asked me for it, I would do it better. Or even if a client would ask me for something I can't do, I would practice it before I told them I couldn't do it. I would send them that picture of the swatch stick, and then if they liked it, we would go ahead. That just helps you look more professional, but also it builds confidence because you're trying new things, and if you're succeeding, then you're doing well and you have confidence in yourself and you're thinking, okay, I can do it. So definitely practice because it builds confidence. It helps you master your craft and your skill. Second piece of advice I have for you guys would be to post your work. I sometimes have a hard time doing this because I am a perfectionist, and I know a lot of people in the beauty industry can be perfectionists. So you might feel like, oh, like it doesn't look good, or oh, you're noticing like one tiny imperfection. You should still post it because, especially as a beginner, you want to cast like a wide range of clients. You want to make sure you're showing all the different types of styles and like designs you can do, even if it's not something you're very interested in. Like for me, I don't really like a lot of bling, but I would still have a lot of clients coming to me asking to do blinged out sets. And although they weren't my favorite to do, I'm more specific with nail art, I would still post them because it really helps to broaden the amount of clients you're reaching. And then once you get like an established clientele and an established following, you can kind of niche it down a little bit. So definitely post your work, even if you don't like it, because I've had sets where I didn't like them. I thought they were the ugliest thing ever. Got the energy and the courage to post it, and then I'd have clients come to me during their appointments and they're showing me this set and they're like, oh my god, I really want to do this set, it's so pretty, I love it. Whole time I'm there thinking like, this set is the ugliest set of nails I've ever done. No shades to the client, but like to my work. So definitely post your work because you don't know what people are gonna like art is subjective. So if you're creating art on their nails, you never know who's gonna like what, and you shouldn't not post because you think you don't like it, because then you kind of turn down clients or turn down opportunities, and then you're basically the only person getting in the way of getting your bag. The third piece of advice I have would be to invest wisely. I spent so much money on acrylic powders when I did not need to. They're just sitting there collecting dust. Polish is all you really need, because also you can mix the gel polish to make the colors that you need. And most sets either have a clear base, a white base, or a nude base. So definitely if you're investing in acrylics, go to good brands. I like to use Young Nails. That's my go-to because I also like that I'll put a picture of how it looks, but they have the big bottles. So I feel like you get the most for your money. I think I have to buy those. I think, honestly, I still have some colors from when I first started 4 years ago. So yeah, you really get your money's worth with that. And they're like $110 or something like that. You don't need to buy colored acrylic because you do the nude or you do a clear base and then you use your gel polish over top of it. It also saves a lot of time. And if you are offering fills and rebalances and redesigns, which a lot of your clients will want to come back to do because it's just cheaper for them, it's easier to file down the gel and then cover over the nude versus filing down the acrylic color all the way down flat, because if you can't get it flat, certain colors can't cover, and then it's a whole mess of things, and it also makes the nails bulky. So keep that in mind for when you are investing in your products. Also invest in a dust collector, because that is very important. And doing nails is very dusty, specifically acrylic. Every time I empty that dust collector, I'm like, oh my god, thank god I have that, because imagine if that was just in the air, in my body, or just all over the place. Like it would be like a catastrophe. I don't know. So the fourth piece of advice I have for you guys is to charge your worth. And I am such a pushover when it comes to this. I'm also a little bit shy and I'm very introverted. So it can be daunting when you hear someone say you need to charge your worth and you need to like be firm on that. Because also, as a nail tech, you become friends with your clients. So after you laugh and share like your whole life story for like 2-3 hours, you're like, damn, I don't want to charge you 120 because I was just like, we were just talking like we're friends. But you really do need to charge your worth. You need to be firm on that, and it helps to make you look professional. And it also allows you to not hate your job, because I remember when I first started out, I started out charging I think $25 for a set, which was valid because my work was not anywhere near as close as how my work is now. And I think I kept charging $25 for the whole first year of doing nails. But by the end of the year, my work had gotten really well because I was practicing a lot. And my retention was there. Clients were coming back to a month or two later, no broken nails, a little bit of lifting, but not a lot. And they were wanting to do fills, which I charged $15 at the time for. And I just wasn't making the money anymore. And then I started to hate doing nails a little bit. So then I had to up my prices. If your work has gotten better, or if your work is really good, you have the retention, you have clients coming back, you have the designs, charge your worth. If you know you're doing well, charge it. Because when I upped my price, I did lose some clients, but they were clients who honestly didn't really respect my boundaries anyways as a nail tech. They would cancel on me last minute. Just overall a little bit cheaper clients. And then once I started charging my worth, I reached a new level of clientele who were more than happy to pay my prices. They respected my policies and my boundaries, and they didn't just book me for deals. They booked me regularly. And then I was happy doing my job because I was getting paid what I thought I deserved for the work that I was providing. And then they were also satisfied. They were also tip and everything. So definitely charge your worth, because you don't want to face burnout because you're not making enough money. The final piece of advice I have for you guys is one that is very, very crucial, and that is taking care of your mental health and your physical health. As a beauty provider, we have close relationships with our clients. They sometimes turn into friends, and that can lead to them like sharing a lot about their personal lives or sharing like heavy things. Sometimes you can just feel drained after a full day of clients where you need a break, or sometimes you can just be overwhelmed with all the information and things you're hearing. So it's important that you take the time to like rest and relax, definitely for your mental health. Around the holiday times, make sure you keep those days off and you do not book squeeze-ins. I'm like horrible when it comes to this. If a client messages me and it's my day off, I will book them in. I'm in school, so I find every time right around exam season, that's right when Christmas is coming up, and I'm always like stressed out with school from exams. But then I'm also taking all these appointments, everyone needs their holiday nails, Christmas nails, New Year's nails, and I used to be so burnt out. By the time I was ready to go back to school, I was like, was that even a break? So you definitely need to take time for your own mental health, and also your body needs rest. You'll face burnout if you don't implement like little breaks in between your clients, if you're able to, or even just days off. You want to make sure you're wearing a mask, like the proper protection. I have eczema on my eyes, so I like to wear goggles when I'm doing like a lot of filing. You want to make sure you're wearing gloves, because contact dermatitis is a thing and it can happen. As a nail tech, you're overly exposed to all these chemicals that are not the best for your hands if they get on your skin and stuff. Like, I've seen people have like peeling skin and stuff. When I run out of gloves as well, I like have like, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll like file my skin and then it like turns into blisters and it hurts. So you want to make sure you're wearing the proper protective gear that you need. You want a mask. That's like essential because there's so much dust. Even with a dust collector, make sure you have a mask. And then finally, you want to make sure that you're stretching and taking care of your body. You're moving in between clients. You're not just sitting, you're like getting up, walking around. Bonus tip, you want to make sure that you're eating in between your clients. I sometimes will go the whole day without eating. I won't even get a snack. Shout out to the clients who bring their nail techs food, because that actually means a lot, because we don't always have enough time. So make sure you do, if you can, make the time to eat and nourish your body, because if you want to keep doing nails like way into the future, you want to make sure you're taking care of your body. Stretching is important because my back hurts sometimes and I'm 20 and it shouldn't be hurting the way it does. So stretch and take care of your mental health. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope this helps if you're a beginner nail tech and you just felt stuck or stagnant. I hope this gets you out of that rut. And please let me know in the comments what other videos you guys would like to see. And if you're new, please like and subscribe. And thank you. Bye guys.